The autopsy on the Samantha found in the ravine reveals something investigators did not expect. She ate a meal 2 hours before death. The stomach contents include grilled salmon and steamed vegetables, a meal that Redwood community. Hospital did not serve, a meal that Samantha's family confirmed she never ate that day, meaning someone fed her after the highway incident, but before she died. Meanwhile, hospital records show that the hospital Samantha never ate or drank anything while admitted. Both timelines contradict each other. Worse, the body showed trace amounts of a rare sedative, hydroxymethyl, a chemical used in black market abductions and not easily accessible. So who had access to both? Women. And why the different timelines? Detectives canvassed the region and found an important witness, a motel clerk named Aaron Delson, at 3:30 a.m., roughly 90 minutes before hikers found the body. A woman he believed to be Samantha walked into the motel lobby barefoot, soaking wet, carrying a folded hospital blanket. She looked exhausted but calm. She asked for a room. When Aaron requested ID, she said, "I don't have it anymore. He's still looking for me," when he offered to call police. She panicked and left instantly, sprinting into the woods behind the motel. The directions sheet matched the direction of the ravine where her body was later found. This placed the ravine Samantha alive and moving hours after the other Samantha was safely in a hospital bed. The case takes another turn when a fisherman reports seeing a woman matching Samantha's description at Cliffside Pier, 55 miles west. He claims she was pacing back and forth, clothes soaked, repeating the phrase, "Not again, not again," she left before he could intervene. Police initially dismissed the report due to the distance, but cell tower pings from Samantha's phone found in her pocket at the ravine showed it briefly connected to a tower near Cliffside Pier around the same time, which means someone with her phone traveled 55 miles in under 40 minutes with no vehicle or traffic record. Digitally restored hospital footage reveals something more disturbing than her disappearance. From 3:14 a.m. to 4:09 a.m., all camera feeds on the 3rd floor flickered intermittently, not enough to lose full footage, but enough for frames to drop. The gap is long enough for someone to enter her room, remove her quietly, and exit without triggering those sensors. Technicians determined the interference was caused intentionally using a portable RF disruptor, often used in high-level burglaries to disable cameras without shutting them off completely. Meaning, someone abducted the hospital Samantha while everyone thought she was safe. Her DNA found in the woods confirms she is the same Samantha recovered later. So then, who was the highway? Samantha? Detectives began considering one unsettling but realistic possibility, a body double, not supernatural, but part of a criminal operation involving identity theft, patient kidnapping, and human trafficking. In rare cases, criminals have used body doubles to mislead investigators. By time for abductions and fake appearances to derail timelines. But this theory had problems. Fingerprints from both Samantha's matched, DNA from both matched, scars, birthmarks, dental records, all identical. Experts suggested a more chilling explanation. Samantha may have been abducted twice, the highway. Samantha could have escaped briefly before being forced back into custody. The ravine Samantha may have attempted a second escape and died in the process. If true, this was not a case of two Samanthas, but one woman repeatedly escaping and being recaptured into different locations by an unknown group. Traffic cameras on Redwood Highway recorded a black SUV trailing the ambulance that transported Samantha to the hospital. The driver never attempted to pass, maintained a precise distance, followed until the ambulance turned into the hospital, and then performed a U-turn and drove back toward the forest. Attempts to identify the vehicle failed. No plate was readable. The vehicle had no registration match, and the model was modified beyond commercial specs. Witnesses later confirmed seeing the same SUV parked near the overlooked trail hours before the body was found. This suggested one thing. Someone followed Samantha from the highway to the hospital and then back into the woods. On Samantha's phone, investigators found a draft text that had never been sent. "He keeps making me walk where she did." I can't tell which part is real anymore. The timestamp, 1:59 a.m., minutes before the first 911 call. It raised terrifying questions. Who was he, and what did she mean by where she did? Investigators theorized Samantha had been held captive before the night she was found, and that the barefoot, water-soaked version seen on the highway was her first escape attempt. But no one knows where she was held, or for how long, before the events of that night. To this day, the Redwood Highway body double case remains one of California's most unsettling unsolved crimes. No suspects, no confirmed vehicle, to identical appearances hours apart. A hospital escaped that. Shouldn't be possible. A sedative no one should have access to. Salt water from the open ocean, and a victim who seemed to be running from someone or something. She recognized one woman. To timelines, one terrifying truth. Someone wanted Samantha back. And they made sure no one would ever know why.